State Police, Trooper Fry. State Police.
Yeah, there's somebody after me.
I'm sorry?
There's somebody after me.
Where are you?
There's somebody after me.
Okay, where are you?
There's somebody after me.
Where are you, ma'am?
I don't know. No. No, stop, no. Why are you calling me by my name? Why?
County, you on the line?
Stop. Please. Stop it, please. Please stop. Please, can you shut the door?
No, time to go.
Please. Please. Please.
When the community of Long Island knew the tragic news of those women all being killed, no one could imagine who might be the killer.
It's just unsettling that this man in your neighborhood did something like this.
He's in a business suit with a briefcase, and he walks to the train station from.
You would never know somebody like this would live just a couple doors down from you.
It is upsetting, but you never know who lives next door to you.
Who is Rex Heuermann? Born and raised on Long Island, Heuermann goes by the legal name of Rex Andrew Heuermann. A father of 2 children, he was seen as an everyday man, measuring 5'7" and 180 libs. With his black eye and brown, nothing was showing a sign of a threat for the community. He spent the majority of his life in the suburban town of Massapequa, the midpoint between the site where the bodies were found and New York City, before his arrest by the Suffolk County Police late Thursday night. He was serving as the owner of RH Consultants and Associates, an architecture firm that worked with big brands like Foot Locker, Target, and Bellamy. As you can see on their website, Heuermann attended Massapequa's Berner High School before working in construction and renovation projects in New York City. According to the media, Nassau County records show he owed more than $425,000 in taxes. He failed to pay, wondering if he would have sufficient funds to hire a great lawyer. After almost decades of mysteries and unanswered questions, Heuermann has been caught as a prime suspect. But let's have a look at how Heuermann has been caught. Why did it take more than decades to crack this case? And how did the investigator hide some details about this case? Everything started on May 10, 2010, when a Craigslist sex worker under the name of Shannan Gilbert made a 911 call before being missing hours after leaving a client's house.
State Police, Trooper Fry. State Police.
Yeah, there's somebody after me.
I'm sorry?
There's somebody after me.
Where are you?
There's somebody after me.
Okay, where are you?
Why are you calling me by my name? Why?
County, you on the line?
Stop. Please. Stop it, please. Please stop.
Hello?
Please.
Hello?
Please.
What's the matter? What happened? Hello?
You're being sarcastic about this. You were part of this all along.
I have met him just now.
Shannan.
Suffolk Police 873 with location of emergency.
Yes, I live at Oak Beach in the association. There's a young girl about 14 years old running around here screaming, and there's some guy trying to follow her.
What's the address there?
I'm at 17 the Fairway.
All right, you have a description of the girl or the boy?
Pardon me?
Do you have a description of the girl or the boy?
The girl is about 14 years old, got blonde hair, very small. The boy, I can't tell. He was into like a Suburban.
What color?
Black.
Did you happen to get a plate number or any phone?
No, I didn't.
Okay, telephone number you're calling from?
Are
they still on the fairway?
They just went past the gatehouse where the entrance is.
And what's the name of the complex?
It's Oak Beach Association.
Okay.
Out by Robert Moses.
All right. We got somebody over there.
I'll be watching.
Oh, okay.
But 8 months after her disappearance on Long Island, the body of Shannan Gilbert was nowhere to be found until December 2010, when the Suffolk County Police made a shocking discovery. They found the remains of 4 other women along Ocean Parkway between Gilgo Beach and Cedar Beach nearby who were identified as Melissa Barthelme, Maureen Brainerd, Megan Waterman, and Amber Costello, approximately 500 feet from each other. For the local authorities, it was not a coincidence that 4 bodies turned up in the same location and may be linked to the same killer. Months after the bodies of those 4 ladies were identified, while still searching for the body of Shannan Gilbert, the community of Long Island has been again shocked by the horrific discovery made by the detectives. The bodies of 8 women and 1 man in his late teens or early 20s, who the authorities said was wearing women's clothing and appeared to have died a violent death, were found. And as the investigation continued, they were finally able to find the remain of Shannan Gilbert in December 2011 after another body, which was revealed to be a toddler in January 16, 2020. Authorities finally released details about the evidence they have that might be linked to the serial killer, such as a black leather belt with a pair of letters, the initials WHM, which they believed were handled by the suspect. How they caught Heuermann. It was until the involvement of the FBI in the case that things started to move quickly. As reported in the press conference, investigators stated by tracking the cell phone records of the victims to the burner phone, which is a prepaid and anonymous used more often by criminals to evade detection by authorities. After looking at different data sets and geographical areas which they called the box, they were able to find a similarity to the behavior of the suspect they were watching. And after they were able to evaluate the phone records and the evidence of the victim, driving a black Colorado Aval which was matching Heuermann's description, but they had nothing serious until then to catch him. They have to wait until a simple event that seems to be a total hazard for the detective to get the evidence they were waiting for so long. And after waiting for so long, they were able to collect his DNA from pizza crust in a crumpled box he discarded in a Manhattan trash can in January. After collecting the DNA, they have to use the mitochondrial DNA technique to collect the DNA from the pizza, and the hair of one of the victims, Lynn Costello, finally linked him to the murder. It was around 8:30 in the late afternoon when Heuermann was getting off work, heading down towards 5th Avenue and East 36th Street with a bag over his shoulder. But at this moment, Heuermann had no idea that the officers were following him. He walked for a few minutes before the investigators finally arrested him and was put in custody for the murder of those 3 women who were more than escort girls. They were somebody's girls, sisters, and friends that didn't deserve to be killed in such a tragic way. Heuermann is described as allegedly living a double life, an architect and family man by day, cold-blooded serial killer of prostitutes by night. Even though Heuermann has been arrested, many theories started to emerge recently. Despite the fact he had been arrested and many thinking this could be the end of this tragic and heartbreaking serial killer saga, many questions start to emerge as to what could have been hidden during all those years of total silence. As we know, serial killers only stop when they get caught. What could have happened all those years, since we know he has a family? They might have traveled to some places. He likely committed some murders that we will never know. As we know that he was still using the burner phone, and authorities were able to collect one of them at the time of the arrest. And also since we know that Heuermann was charged with the murder of Costello, Melissa, Maureen, and Megan, but who might be tied to the 13 other bodies found before the discovery of Shannan Gilbert? One other fact that might bring too much attention: why did it take so long to capture Rex Heuermann? According to reports, authorities from Long Island mentioned they had information about a rare first-generation Chevrolet Avalanche, previously mentioned by a witness in the Gilgo Beach serial killings case. In fact, The connection between Heuermann and the vehicle has been made for over 12 years. The information has been given by the pimp of victim Amber Costello, who urged the police to investigate a suspect described as the size of a mountain and resembling an ogre. Suffolk County Police Chief Rodney Harrison acknowledged the significance of this discovery, stating, "Once we got that car and connected it to someone, that's when the investigation gained traction. It is still unclear what could have led the investigation to take too much time after being informed of such crucial information, which could have accelerated the potential to put Heuermann on the police's radar much sooner." Interviewed at the press conference, the Suffolk County District Attorney mentioned that earlier in this case there were outside influences on investigators that might have affected this case, leaving many people with a lot of unanswered questions. What is your opinion on this?